I know. I know. Oh my goodness. You will know. Troubled heart, you'll know. Every life has reason, for I made it so. Oh, no. Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, family. Welcome, 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 welcome to the Mental House with me, your host, Khadija. All right, y'all. I finally got my call today. No, I won't say today. I'll just say I've been missing, and of course, been getting out a little bit and trying to enjoy the summer somewhat. And I thought I'd share this story with you guys. Um, and it's really ridiculous that finally everybody under my voice gets a turn. Gets a turn, gets a turn. Especially if you walking around with the skin that I'm in, which is a little copper tone is what they call it. Anyway, I was fishing with a friend of mine, and we set up shop and throw our reels in the water, and pick up some of those big crappies that they have out there. And of course, because I'm so accustomed to traveling all over the state, I have no qualms. I have people all over the state in the smallest, whitest towns, from Adams County to Dane County, Walkie County, Ozaki County. So I basically have family members. Michicot, I'll explain to you about where the um, what's the guy's name? Um, I can't think of his name right now, but up there in Michicot and the junkyard that the family had. I mean, I've been all around the state, so and this is a white state, mind you. There's only two cities that are of color, and that is pretty much, well, I would say three. I would say Racine, Beloit, and Milwaukee. You will see a sprinkle in Madison here and there, here and there. But those are the blackest towns in the whole big state of Wisconsin. There's Racine, there's Beloit, and then the biggest city is Milwaukee, of course. Oh boy. So I've lived in a lot of counties. I've lived in a lot of cities, or what they call rural towns, that are predominantly white. Okay. So I have no problem moving and being around certain element of people because I hate nobody. And I realize that unless you do something to me, really, it doesn't really matter the color that you are. Then I consider you an enemy. And basically, I divide the world up in two parts. I divide them up in unconscious people and conscious people. Those people can be black, those people can be white. Okay? However, I do know that when you've been given a false narrative that you and of what the world is, then 9 out of 10 times when I encounter somebody that looks like a Caucasian, then I have to already prepare myself that they have a mindset um, that is wicked, unless they prove otherwise during our conversation. I don't have time, like I said before. I know they are all, when I see snakes, and I know my parents have taught me, and my grandparents have taught me to be afraid of snakes. Snakes will bite you and they give you poisons, diseases. They can kill you. So all my life I've been instructed to avoid snakes. However, as I've gotten older, I realize that there are poisonous snakes. I realize that there are garden snakes. So through experience, I've learned that there are different types. So what I basically do is give enough time and conversation, I can pretty much rule out what type of snake I'm dealing with. But I'm not in a hurry to deal with snakes. So fishing requires you to move through country and rural areas, because those are usually where your lakes and your little creeks and good spots for good fishing are. So I know all those little holes. And I came across a hole where a Caucasian woman thought that she takes her dog walking, I guess, down this little hole. And because she saw us fishing, she decided to let her dog just run and jump in the water right there where we were. Purposely, of course, because there was an awful lot of area where the dog could have jumped in without disturbing anyone. She decided to let the dog go between myself and my friend to go jump into the water. Everything in me wanted to snap. I did it. I just began to question her in a real direct, assertive manner. So she left, and when she came back, she didn't come back right away. She came back, the police came back. I'm like, oh, hell no, fishing while black. Hell, I can't believe it. Here come the police. So, y'all can already imagine, because I'm already on high alert with this for this kind of crap. I didn't get a chance to say anything because my partner went straight to the officer and said, well, wait a minute, you're not going to ask us, you're not going to come and ask us anything. Let me just get this straight. You're going to already assume what this woman says happened. So we don't have a chance to even just say anything, because you've already made up in your mind who's the culprit, who's guilty, who's done what, just by virtue of her being a white woman claiming victim on us. And we were in this part way before this person came. Never saw. So, of course, his face turned red from the neck up. And that's what they do when, you embarrass them or some kind of way. And fortunately, he has heart, because he realized what we were saying was just totally true. It was like, this person is just mean. It's just ignorant. It's just using an opportunity to call the police on somebody for no reason. And I think that do your job as an officer of the law to stop this shit before it gets any further than it needs to get. Because she had no business doing that. No one did anything to her. Nobody beat her up. Nobody accosted her. Nobody violated her in any way. They just had an opinion, and they let her know what it was. So she didn't like the opinion, so she figured she could call you to come and do something to us. And I think that to me was just an insane situation, because I'm glad I responded appropriately, because sometimes when you are not at your best, you don't respond at your best. And that was a situation that could have got real ugly. And real fast. So I just want to share that with y'all, family. And tell me what you think. Leave your comment below. Let me know what y'all think. If you want to add this one to the viral archives, although I didn't record it because it happened too quick. But I gotta stay on high alert, and I gotta remain vigilant, because the camera's gotta be on. All right, y'all give me y'all opinion, and then also tell me if you've had any situation like this where you start to enjoy an outing that is supposed to be so peaceful, and then makes you have to reevaluate, because you know that madness can happen anywhere. So, and do you think that it should cause me, or does it cause you to restrict where you go? Does it stop you from enjoying the freedoms that you used to enjoy, or are you going to keep on enjoying the freedoms that you used to enjoy? You're just going to be hyper vigilant and know that this could be something that, you know, that I don't want to focus on, but this could, I have to be ready at all times. Okay? Leave me a comment below because I'm interested in hearing what you got to say. All right. Thanks for being there, y'all, and I'll see you a little later right here in the mental house. Bye-bye.